Greater Sydney Rams, North Harbour Rays. This is one of the best games of rugby we've ever seen, I think. It was a summation post-match out of Pertec Stadium as the Rays open the scoring through Reece Hodge. Too big and powerful to scoot wide around the covering tackle of Holloway. At the 7-minute mark, we thought, hey, we're in for a bit of a party tonight in Para. Two generally high-scoring teams, and then things went a bit pear-shaped.
Yeah, as you said, the first 20 minutes were entertaining, and this is shocking defence here by the Rays. Good setup from the Rams, but they walk away. You never walk away from a line and we'll give the penalty away. You let them march over there. That was all too easy. And again, it was try for try, and we thought, oh, this might get exciting. Josh Holmes, quick taps, finds Hamish Angus, puts on the toe here, and look at the gas from John Porch there. And again, we're all getting excited. 14th minute, third try.
Yep.
It slowed up a little bit after this.
It slowed up. Don't you mean it went in reverse? John Porch, though, has been terrific. That was his third try in 2 games out of the North Club. Going well, the Porch man. So too did the outside back, the flyer, Larry Umens, to hit back for the Rams. Again, we just thought maybe we're going to see some more of this. This is what we're used to seeing out of the Rams and Rays, but tricky conditions at Para. Very wet, very moist, as they say, underfoot. Cohen Masson had a good game, 2 tries. This is the first of them.
Man of the match, he gets a double. And it got a little bit tight here and there, and the Rams probably looked like they were the tougher of the 2 teams. Again, it got really wet out there. Conditions became pretty difficult. Hard to understand because it was such a nice day, but I think the groundsman at Pertec just flooded the joint all morning, and it became a bit of a slippery ball. And Tom Hill does really well here, puts it on the toe, and McDougall tries to clean up from the Rams. He slides in but makes an absolute mess of it, and Tom Hill dives over. Been really good for the Rays. Tommy Hill off the bench in this game, and this put the Rays in front by a couple of minutes, but they go to again, as we see too often, some mauls.
Yeah, you get close to the line, you go to your rolling maul. If you can get it ticking like the Rams do, under the guidance of Jim Williams, you're good to go for 5 points. There it is. They break through for their first win of 2015, 23-21. Full-time winners were the Rams, and that ends a 6-game losing streak. Let's hear from both of the captains.
Yeah, it's just great to see everyone sharing the workload and backs chipping in, taking on those hard yards, and you know, finally getting a result, as I said previously, and getting some runs on the board.
Just really disappointing, I suppose. You know, we're in the game, and I suppose didn't put them away at the end, or we had I suppose a bit of a lucky try down there and built some pressure, and then they got another try from a driving maul. I think that was 3 tries from driving mauls tonight, so it's a little bit disappointing when we worked hard on that this week. So I know we'll go back and work hard this week, and Brisbane Country at home next week.
Yeah, it was a frustrating night, wasn't it? Because both those teams are capable of scoring end-to-end tries. Like, they've got some seriously talented forwards and backs who can shift it, and it just went to the dog.
Well, I think in conditions like that, when you don't have a huge amount of experienced players, like not many Super Rugby players in those 2 teams, so I think they kind of weren't sure how to get themselves out of it because they like playing attacking rugby, but it came down to who had the most grit, and I think on the night, the Rams did, and they deserve that win. They've gone close on a number of occasions, so I think they probably just dug in that little bit more.